閉じたら落ちてくガラスの迷路、ひび割れた声まだ消えないまま、封じた記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる、名前さえ今奪われてく、聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び、逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を、一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてく、ささやく嘘切り裂きながら、覚めないなら夢を燃やせ、一つ操られたスターに君の本と響かせて、かけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ、黒いタイピング運命に鼓動が刺さる、笑うシステム感情を食らう、震えた指でログアウト先を探してる、でも君の手が確かにここにある、忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル、奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード、一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてく、ささやく嘘切り裂きながら、覚めないなら夢を燃やせ、一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせて、かけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ、必殺
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in. Listen, it is Friday. That's right, boys. It's Friday. Friday. I'm so excited. It is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is the best day of the week. We all know it's true. We all know it's true. Nobody likes Monday. Every other day in the week is just a weird day. Everybody fucks on Wednesdays because it's hump day, and it is Friday. I'm excited, boys. The best day of the week. Get in here. We all have to hug it out. That's the rules. That is the rules. All right? That's the rules. It is Friday. Everybody gets hugged on Fridays. You cannot dodge it. You cannot I mean, to be fair, you never escape it. To be absolutely fair, you can't escape it. But it doesn't matter. Bring it in and listen very closely. If you're watching over on YouTube, like the stream. Now. If you guys are watching over on Rumble, where you have weird conversations, like the stream. I see you guys over there. I see you over there. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, that's impossible. And you probably like to play with your booty hole. So like the stream. Don't let that happen to you. Guys, can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? Gamer Nurse Gale says, what's up, Hypnotic in chat? Been a while since I dropped in here. She abandoned us. That's it. Game over.
Monster kill.
Dead. That's it. Dead. Welcome back, Gamer Nurse Gale. What are we checking, boys? Well, listen, guys, today is a big day. Today is a big day. You want to know why it's a big day? Because it is a day that I've been waiting for a while. You guys know it to be true. What's today? Well, today is the official reveal of the next Final Fantasy 14 expansion. That's right, boys. That's right. And you guys want to know? You want to know how little I now give a fuck about this game? Where if they don't change things around, that's it. I am unsubbing and it's game over. You want to know how little I care? Apparently, I hadn't logged into the game. For a while. I just didn't care. I was playing other games, completely forgot. You know what happened? I lost my mansion. That's right. That's right, boys. Mansion is gone. That means now I really don't give a fuck. So if this game does not turn things around, I'm out. I'm out. I really don't give a fuck now. That's when I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. You're supposed to log in at least once every 30 days, but I genuinely didn't fucking care. So I just completely forgot. I logged in yesterday because I was like, let me do it. It's been a while. And then I logged in and I saw somebody else's fucking, by the way, trash house. All right. Whoever bought my property, your house looks like shit. You didn't even put any work into it. What are you, house rich? You bought the house for like 50 million and then you didn't buy any furniture? You fucking pleb. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, he's homeless. He's destitute. I know, but that's okay. In any case, no, I told you guys I really didn't give a fuck. I just thought it was funny. I logged on last night because we were talking about it the other day, and I logged on last night. I was like, let me just get this over with. Wasn't there. I was like, wow. Yeah, that's a sign. That's a sign, boys. That's a sign. What else? Anyway, listen, we'll talk about it later. What are we checking, man? Scampus Kitty for Hypnocast mascot. No. There's only one mascot, and he has his own emoji, and that's the gopher. Straight up, boys. There is no other mascot. The Gopher is the mascot. I lost my house as well. Oh, man. We're all just losing our houses. Ain't that a bitch? You can't fix Vivian. I'm going to try to fix her tonight, most likely. We'll see. We'll see. Shadowbringers 2, Frozen Boogaloo. Yep. Watermelon check. Listen, this is not New Blackstreet. Don't do that. RIP Mansion check. Time meters check. What else we got? Scampus sold me some bad RAM check. You deserve that. You deserve that. Train faster. Oh, man. People calling for a membership train already. I mean, I might as well, right? I'm homeless. Halfway through Mouse Beehive Higher. Nice, bro. Nice. I think I'm going to be beating the game today. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be beating the game today. Almost positive. Taint check. Well, that's different. Here, but also lurking check. Your house got auctioned by a Squeenix realtor check. Hypno got kicked out by the HOH. Why was that so funny to me? That's so funny to me. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call, man. Let's see who is in this chat right now hanging out with us on this glorious, beautiful Friday evening. I am excited. I should change the name of the trust fund bar to the homeless. Oh, I should make it the homeless bar. Oh, man. That's a great idea. Homeless fund. That's a great idea. Hold on. That's a great idea. There you go. Yep, there it is. There it is. The homeless fund, ladies and gentlemen. Because we're homeless. Yay. We're homeless, boys. Guys, let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who's hanging out in this chat on this glorious, beautiful, gorgeous Friday evening. It's beautiful. I love Fridays. Man. Who's here, man? We got Sonya Lisette. Shout out to Sonya Lisette. How are you doing? We got Sadakin. We got Odin Dark. We got Olden Fox. We got Yamato 85. We got Marius. We got Zalosi over on Rumble. At least you didn't get your house stolen by woke former guildmates. Oh my god, I don't even want to know, bro. I don't even want to know. We got D Smith. What's going on, man? Old man Cad. We got the Gaming Wolf 87. We got Genetic Explorer over on Rumble. We got Sonya Lisette over on Rumble. We got Timothy. We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Fluffy Murder Machine with the threatening emojis over on Rumble. We got Great Ape over on Rumble. We got Kiara Coley. We got Dade 404. We got Jade Sims. We got Gamer Nurse Gale. We got Yamato 85. We got Panthra. He says he missed the hugs. What does that mean? What does that mean? Everybody go grab him right now. Grab him right now. By the ankles. Drag him to the center of our bigot universe. And plug his booty hole. Yes, that's right. Not even just hug him. He keeps thinking he can dodge it. He doesn't want to listen. Now it's time to plug the booty hole. Now it's time to do that. So drag Panthra to the center of the screen to make it happen. We got Genetic Explorer over on Rumble. We got, hey, what's up, man? Yo, this is crazy. Look at this. Look at this shit. This guy is on it. He's so fast. Look at this. Plug gate. He said plug gate. That's crazy. Demonic Alloy says, I'm going to leave. Fuck the train. You don't care about the membership train anymore? Free space in the mines? What? Train. Why are we calling for the membership train? We're doing the Bigot Army roll call. Come on, people. We got Jason Alator. We got Taffy. We got Time Bound Howler. We got the real life fake wizard. We got Mr. Ford Addict. We got Benjamin Altman. Deidre Connick over on Rumble. We got Karnak Kettrell over on Rumble. Melody Johnson. We got Ron DFK. Frost Puma. We got Thanos. What's going on, man? We got Denarier over on Rumble. I lost my house to a squatter? Seriously? I guess that's kind of true. It's kind of true when you think about it. We got Creators Freedom. We got Jinx Hand. Big Z Video Games. What's going on, man? We got, where we at? Joel Jimenez. We got Dragon. We got Phil Espa. We got Kage, the Cunning Linguist. What's up, man? We got, who else is here? Who else is here? Let me scroll down. Felstaff. We got, who else? Democulus over on Rumble. We got Sweetie Squad. What's going on, dude? We got Crash Collins over on Rumble. The Gaming Mason. What's going on? Buenos pinches noches, boss man. What's going on, dude? We got Scampus. This fucking shit. We got King Demon Wing. What's going on, brother? We got Tim Grove, Chicken Joe. Chicken Joe. Chicken sounds good right now. Chicken sounds good right now. 4 more people. And then we got to get on with the show, man. We got Ass Burgers for Life. Okay. We got Lucky Boy. We got the Fourth Wall Guy. We got Razo over on Rumble. We got Singles and Bits. Bro, what is with these people coming back? Everybody's coming back to the Bigot Army after they quit us? Long time no see. Hypno in chat. Look at this. First Gamer Nurse Gale, now Singles and Bits. That's crazy, man. Holy shit. Welcome in. Welcome in. And last but not least, we got Mookie Dookie over on Rumble. We got Tim Grove. And we got Vet Gamer Bocephus. Countdown to Conan in Hands, Boobs of Hyboria. Yeah, I was talking at when when I was playing Mouse Behind for Hire during Grifcast, I was talking to Kara in the stream because I know she plays it. She hadn't seen the enhanced trailer yet. I told her to go check it out. I don't know if she did. But if I start playing that game, I'll probably get her to join in on it as well. I'm going to try to drag Leon into it also. But yeah, Leon, let's go. Let's go. They got plenty of naked brown girls in there. It's right up your alley. Get in here. Let's go, Leon, right? I'm sure he'll run in there. I'm sure he'll run in there. All right, boys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot. This is the biggest money shot of the entire week. It's the last one until next week. Who's going to get it, man? We got Sanikin saying, not making the same mistakes. Dodge like you dodging Game Pass. Go down by 4. Shielded from Uno Reverse. Good luck, bigots. Nice one. Nice one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Democulus, no corrupt corruptions. No corrupt corruptions. Oh, my God. No corrupt corporations. No propaganda acting like games. No fake journalists. Divine energy purifies all. And all defenses are activated. Down by 7. Up by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
Holy shit.
Are you really about to make me do the money shot on the gopher? Are you really on the gopher? On the gopher, though. Brother, the last time I saw a money shot go on a mascot or something similar was when Paige from WWE got her videos leaked and she took a money shot on the NXT title. This is the equivalent of what you're making me do right now. You realize that? You realize? Congratulations, Genetic Spore. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
Monster kill.
What the? Terrible. Gopher does not deserve this. Gopher did not deserve that. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. We got a lot that we got to go over. Final Fantasy XIV has officially unveiled everything. They've unveiled their next expansion. They've unveiled all their plans that they have for the game. And oh my God, some of them are super controversial. I'll tell you that. Some of them are super controversial. Apparently, I'll tell you one of the biggest ones, right? So apparently, they're working on a system that allows you to sync your gear score on all your characters to the highest gear score that your main character has, which means that you essentially do not have to, from what I understand, farm for gear to upgrade your alts if your main character has the gear. It's an interesting system. interesting system. People are really fucking pissed about it because it kind of takes away the entire purpose of gearing up alts. Now, obviously, this doesn't maximize your stats. All it does is get your gear score up to wherever it needs to be so that you could do the content on a different class, but you don't have the gear to maximize your stats for that class. So like, you know, the melds and shit. It's a really interesting decision. I don't know, but people are pretty fucking pissed about it. And there's a whole bunch of other things they're doing. So we're gonna go over, man. It's a lot to go over with Final Fantasy 14. So we'll talk about it. We're also gonna talk about the Halo Extraction shooter story. Because we have to go over that. We didn't get to go over it the other day. It is hilarious. They decided to take a potential new Halo game that they were already making into a battle royale video game, and they decided to abandon that chasing of a popular genre to then chase another popular genre. The studio they used to make the genre now all of a sudden is chasing trends. It's very interesting. It's hilarious, actually, when you think about it. So we're going to talk about that. We also got an update on Fair Games. They just had an internal test. You guys know I made a video on Fair Games the other day. They just had another internal test, and it is bad. It is bad. People are saying it is boring as shit. They don't want to play it. It is garbage. People are not happy. So we're going to talk about that. Also, an interesting post from American McGee, the guy who made Alice Madness Returns. Well, he made a story basically explaining what his relationship was like with the EA and how he was really one of the only people who could legally tell EA to go fuck off during development, which is pretty interesting. And apparently EA was trying to change a bunch of things in the game at the time that he didn't agree with, and he didn't put it in there because their contract allowed them to essentially ignore EA under certain rules, and he followed all those rules. So anyway, I want to talk about it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And we're also going to talk about an update to Crimson Desert. Apparently they added an isometric camera, which is fucking insane, brother. Like, what is this game, bro? What is this game? They added an isometric camera. They gave you the Diablo camera style in Crimson Desert, and unironically fucking works really cool. So we're going to talk about that as well, boys. We got a lot that we got to go over. So much content to cover. But before we do any of that, boys, yes, we got to do the pre-stream legends. However, people have been calling for the membership train. People have been calling for the membership train. And it's Friday, boys. And it's Friday. Remember, Jesus loves you. Remember that. Sarah, I have no idea who the fuck this is. Jesus loves you. Remember that, boys. And you know what? We're going to go into the membership train with this message. We need to make this a big membership train. It's Friday, boys. This has to be a huge membership train. Can we do that? Listen, there's no battle today in terms of the tournament. It's only the regular waifu battle at the end of the stream. So you don't got to save your money for all those sneaking little chair shots you motherfuckers be doing. All right, I see you. I see you little chair shotting motherfuckers. Can we make this a big membership train? Can we do it? Can we make it a big membership train? I think we can. Can I get some train emojis? Can I get some train? I'm getting it at Rumble. All right, now I'm starting to get it in YouTube. Let's get some membership train emojis in Rumble and YouTube. Train, motherfuckers. Let's go. Your favorite song in the universe is about to play. Then we're going to do pre-stream legends. Then we're going to do the content. Let's go. I'm just kidding. Relax your booty hole.
Ladies and gentlemen, all
Get
aboard.
on. Get on.
The membership
Let's go.
train.
Let's go. Green it up.
Lights up, first spark, first flame, name after name, rushing down the frame. Midnight code, Hypnocast alive, every little badge like a battle cry. I see the counter climbing, tick, tick, tick. Every ping's a promise we keep. From the lurkers hiding in the shadows to the ones who
Crash Collins with the membership on Rumble. Grenade with the membership on Rumble. The Ovis with the membership on Rumble. Zolowski with the membership on Rumble. Marius with the membership on Rumble. Mel Snaps with the membership on YouTube. Marius with the membership on YouTube, not Rumble. Sorry. Too many to count. King Demon Wing and membership. And membership. Damn. Holy shit, boys. King Demon Wing came in here with the banger right at the very end of the membership train, brother. Thank you so much, King Demon Wing. I appreciate that, man. Holy shit. We're going to go through all of them right now. But let's go over the pre-stream legends. Again, no, we're not doing it again. We're not doing it again. Most people didn't participate, so we're not doing it again, man. We got the memberships. Everybody came and hung out. We're good, Benjamin. We're good, Demonic Alloy. We're good, Lucky Boy. Weenie for Sweeney. Shout out to you guys. No, seriously, that was an awesome membership train. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much. What the fuck? Hold on. Hypno loves getting trains. Run on him, huh? Really? If I didn't just say we weren't going to do another train, I would call for a membership train right on that ass. I would run a train all up on Raza right now. But I already said we're not going to do another one, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to let her get away with it. It's okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, boys. We got Mr. Melancholy with a 149 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I appreciate that. We got King Demon Wing with the 5 membership banger in the chat screen. And considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. That's right. That's right. Shout out to King Demon Wing with the legendary 5 memberships. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Creators Freedom with a 2 member train. Now let's go. Choo choo cha cha boogie. We did, sir. We did. We did. We got Blue Octopussy with a 2. Says towards the homeless fund. Hope you get a nice box. Thank you. I actually don't think I'm going to participate in the player housing unless the expansion's actually good, and then maybe I will. Maybe I will, but until then, I'm just going to let it rock. I don't really care. Gamer Nurse Gale became a member. All on their own. Shout out to Gamer Nurse Gale. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Odin Dark with a 2 says Final Fantasy is a dead IP. I walked away over a decade ago. I don't know if it's a dead IP. I'll be real with you. I don't know if it's a dead IP. I think it might be dead now, or lately, I should say. But I think that they have the ability, if they were smart, they could have the ability to really recapture the magic in Final Fantasy. See, the greatest thing about Final Fantasy in the series as a whole is that it's a new story every time, right? So because it's a new story every time, if you fuck up the last time, there's no hurting the next one, in theory, right? Like if you fuck up one story, you could launch the next one and give it your all the next time and try to put out a banger. You know, that's like one of the best things about Final Fantasy as a series. But unfortunately, they just putting out shit lately. So, you know, between the development hell of 15, that wasn't supposed to be 15, it was supposed to be Final Fantasy 13 Versus, but then they made it Final Fantasy 15, and then Final Fantasy 16, that was a return to form in terms of storytelling and the way they used to tell their stories, but was a complete abandonment of everything else that made Final Fantasy Final Fantasy. You had no party system, you had no party members, you didn't have any fucking summons. You had summon battles, which were cool when they happened, but ultimately it was just so you could get another weapon or power up or whatever. They turned it into Devil May Cry. It's just like they're having an identity crisis. Just go back to what made Final Fantasy Final Fantasy. Just go back to it. Give us our parties, give us our members, give us a summons, give us a world map, give us a big world to explore. Give us that. You know, but unfortunately, it's a bit, you know, I just feel like they lost their direction. That's basically it. Odin Dark with a 2. I'm halfway through Mouse PI for High. Became a monster. Nice. Nice. Like I said earlier, I think I'm going to finish it today. Pretty sure I'm going to finish it today. Robin 10 gives some membership. Thank you, Robin 10. I appreciate that. The Game of Mason with a 5. Get your real life fake wizard plugs at Sonia's Beads. Sonia's Beads. Use code Final Fantasy 14 for 30% off. Wizard, is this true? He's probably not watching anymore. He's probably watching something else. But Wizard, if this is true, that's insane. Robin 10 with a 5. Yo, Hypno. I know stitches get stitches, but real life fake Wizard was talking mad shit in stream about how you simp in Crimson Desert. For Dolio? What the fuck is for Dolio? For Dolio? Well, see, the thing is, I can simp for Crimson Desert because I played Crimson Desert on a platform that could actually handle Crimson Desert. It's not my fault that he played on a PlayStation 5 and it was struggling to even load up the game. I'm just kidding. Let me stop. Let me not talk shit. Shout out to Wizard, man. Love that guy. Let him talk his shit. He's allowed to talk his shit. Listen, he's just bad at video games. It's okay. It's okay. He's just bad at video games. It's fine. Marius gives some membership during the membership train. Felstep gives some membership during the membership train. And then King Demon Wing dropped a massive 10 membership mega banger in the chat. Yo, shout out to King Demon Wing, man. Always holding it down. Always holding it down. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. And then we got Gamer Nerds Gale with a 2. Golden Era of Final Fantasy ended with 10. You know, it's complicated for me because, like, 10 was good. Obviously, I like 10 a lot. 11 was one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. Not even just MMORPGs. It's just my favorite gaming experience. One of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. In my life, when I think about the top 10 video games I've ever played, Final Fantasy 11 is absolutely up there. So technically that came after 10, but technically it's not a single player one. So that's why I say like it's kind of hard. Final Fantasy 12, I think, was ahead of its time. And I think a lot of people didn't appreciate what it was when it came out because the combat system was trying too hard to mimic what 11 was trying to do. It was like an evolution of 11, but trying to maintain what made Final Fantasy. I don't know. But it wasn't as good as 10. I like 10 more than 12 for sure. Now, if you want to say the golden age of Final Fantasy stopped at 11 or 12, that I would agree with you there, because then from Final Fantasy 13 onward, it's been rough. It's been really rough. It's been rough. Final Fantasy 13 was like a what the fuck. Final Fantasy 14, when it first came out, was absolute trash. I stuck with it, but it was absolute trash. I was honestly about to quit, and then they announced that they're remaking the game. So there's that. Final Fantasy 15, well, that was in development hell for fucking ages, and then eventually came out. And then Final Fantasy 16 wasn't a bad game, but it was a bad Final Fantasy game. That's how I view it, right? Like Final Fantasy 16, I had my fun moments with it, but as I was playing it, I kept telling myself, this is not a Final Fantasy game. Like it's just not a Final Fantasy game. This is Devil May Cry with the Final Fantasy skin on it. It's kind of how it felt. So, in any case, well, that's how I feel about Final Fantasy. And then we got Robin 10 with a 2. Dole equals government dole or money. Anyway, I'll shut the fuck up. I appreciate that. Thank you, Robin 10. Let's go over to Rumble. We got Great Ape with a 2. It says hashtag Psylocke. We are not doing a waifu battle all stream long. We're only doing it at the end, which is why I don't have the thing up. I told you guys, Fridays, we're not doing tournaments on Fridays. We're just doing regular waifu battle at the end like we always do. Psylocke, and then he says, finish Darwin's Paradox today. Nice. Fun little game. Didn't hear about it until you played it. Good game. It's a good game. It's a very good game. Tornall with a 5 says, hashtag Freeman. Boo. It's not happening. She's not coming back anytime soon. Deidre Connick with the membership over on Rumble. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Deidre Connick. Always holding it down over there. And then during the membership train, it got crazy, man. We got Viovis with the membership. We got Great Ape with the membership. We got Crash Collins with the membership. And then we got Zolosi with the membership as well. So thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. Please make sure if you have a Rumble account, go to Rumble. You can get a free membership. Just talk in the chat one time. It should work. All right. We're fully caught up, guys. Thank you so much for the insane support. Appreciate it. We are trying to get to the magic 640 tier 1s in a row and 316 tier 2s in a row. So thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate it. Let us get right into the content. We're going to start off with this video of isometric view. I want to get your thoughts on this. I want to get your thoughts on this, chat. So there is apparently they added, and I didn't realize they did this. They added isometric view to Crimson Desert, and I got to be honest with you, man, this shit fucking slaps. I actually like the way I like the way that it looks. I feel like some people may not like it, especially if you're not like into Diablo or whatever like that. But I feel like this actually hits pretty hard. Now, here's the thing, though. Sonia says we're halfway to tier 1. Thank you, Sonia. Here's the thing. I don't know how this would work for certain things that you have to do in the game. Like there are certain puzzles where you have to aim upwards and whatnot. So I don't know exactly how that would work. If this is an isometric view only for like when you're in town or something, I don't really know. But I see that you could do it outside of town. It's not a problem. So I think that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. I kind of like it, but who really knows how that's gonna go? I would have to play it to see what's going on. But obviously, I'm taking a break from Crimson Desert while we play Mouse PI for Hire. We're about to beat that game tonight, hopefully, and then we're gonna be moving on to Pragmata, beat that game, and then we got to beat Replaced, and then we'll go back to Crimson Desert unless something else comes out. We'll see how it goes. But I think it's pretty cool. I like that. All right, let me X that out. Let's get into... We're just going to get straight into the Final Fantasy shit, boys. I don't want to wait. Can we just get right into the Final Fantasy stuff? Fuck it. Let's go, boys. All right, man. Listen, you guys know I've been talking about this for... Oh, wait, hold on. Forgotten Vet. Forgotten Vet with the membership. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Shout out to Forgotten Vet. What a legend, bro. Thank you for that. Guys, you already know. You already know what I've been waiting for when it comes to Final Fantasy 14, and now it's finally here. So we've been talking about this for a while, and I've been saying for the longest time that Final Fantasy 14 for me completely fell off in Dawn Trail. I've been extremely unhappy with the expansion. Haven't played it in a while. Haven't logged on in a while up until yesterday. And I've been saying for the longest time that this next expansion, it's got to slap, man. It's got to be game changing to start bringing people back, because Final Fantasy 14 is currently at its lowest amount of players it's ever had by a long shot. It's not doing too good. And a lot of people can see why that is. I mean, unfortunately, Dawn Trail just was not what people were looking for most people anyway. Now, from what I understand, they tried to improve it little by little with patches in Dawn Trail, but ultimately the story was just like, it's so bad. Anyway, so we now have the new expansion. Final Fantasy 14 has revealed everything. We got the new expansion. We got all kinds of information regarding what the expansion is going to change, what it's going to bring to the game. And we're going to check out the expansion right now. It is called Final Fantasy 14 Evercold. Now, just so you guys are aware, with these expansions, they always make them cinematic. They never show gameplay or anything like that. That's what the breakdown is for. So we're just going to watch the trailer. We're going to kind of get a teaser as to what the story may or may not be. And then we're going to go from there. Are we ready? Of course we're ready. Here we go. Let's go. Final Fantasy 14 Evercold.
One more time? It's my favorite story.
Oh, you know it better than me by now. But if you insist.
Yes!
They always go with this music style, by the way. They always go with this music style. For those of you curious, I like it. I've always liked the choice of music in the Final Fantasy trailers. I will say Shadowbringers was probably one of the best ones, for sure. Maybe even Endwalker, but Shadowbringers was pretty badass.
All right, I'm ready. Tell me about the promised land.
Long, long ago, in a time few yet recall, life prospered, for the world was rich in plenty. Majestic trees stood sentinel over lands without end. From towering peaks sprang rivers, flowing into and feeding great seas. And noble kingdoms flourished, wanting for naught. But then came the relentless ice. The world grew cold, cold and still. Men succumbed.
I'll say this really quick while this is playing. I'll say this. The Final Fantasy 14, if there's one thing they have, is an amazing cinematic team. Whoever's in charge of their cinematic team has just always done a fucking banger job. Unfortunately for them, the gameplay doesn't match, but still, the cinematic team is just, watching these cinematics give me the same feeling and reaction I used to have when I would watch old school Blizzard trailers. You know how, like, when you watch old school Blizzard trailers for, like, Vanilla WoW, Burning Crusade, Wrath of Lich King, all that shit? So awesome.
And as we struggled to survive, they marched, and all was lost. We had no choice but to flee to the sky.
Then what happened?
The land below became a frozen waste. But everything changed when they arrived.
The traveler. The one from the sky.
Aye, though in those days we knew them as wanderer.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Wait, what's this? Hold on. Still more. Hold on. Final Fantasy 14 taking you to the next level. Okay. Coming January 2027, PS5, PS4, Xbox, PC, Mac, Steam. Oh, by the way, one of the announcements was that they are bringing Final Fantasy 14 to the Nintendo Switch 2. That's a pretty big story. They're bringing this MMORPG to the Nintendo Switch 2. Unbelievable. And apparently you don't need a Nintendo online subscription in order to play the game, which is also pretty interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Nintendo Switch 2. Oh my God. Can only imagine how that's going to play. But anyway, so that's a trailer for Final Fantasy 14 Evercold. Now, I will say that from a cinematography standpoint, pretty fucking badass. It always is, though. Like, the Final Fantasy 14 trailers, they know exactly what they're doing to just give you a little bit of a story hint. They don't really give you too much, just a little bit. They got a lot of mystery in them, a lot of chaos usually, and it looks great from a cinematic. Why am I saying that word? From a cinematography standpoint, fucking hell, cinematic. What kind of word is that, brother? Sounds like a disease. Anyway, we're sorry, ma'am. We regret to inform you. You have cinematic. Anyway, so it looks cool, obviously. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the actual changes. All right. This is where, I mean, if you go to the Final Fantasy 14 Twitter page, it is nonstop fucking chaos right now. Like there's so much that they're revealing over there right now. Let's just take a look and kind of see what's going on here. So obviously they showed the expansion. There you go. Mr. Hardcore Mode says you played Dawn Trail and lost your grammar. Yeah, seriously. A huge thank you to our content creators who joined us. Oh yeah, the shills. The shills. Huge thank you to all the people that say the right things and the ones that we don't sue. That's what that's what Square Enix is really doing here. Anyway, good for them. Have fun. Up next at Final Fantasy 14 Fan Festival, Anaheim Glamour to Life cosplay walk. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Did you know you could collect art? Don't care about that. There was a whole like big event that went down. I wanted to see if they had. Oh, they updated Final Fantasy 14 patch 7.5, where they added a new raid that features Kefka, Dancing Mad Ultimate. So they're going to be doing that. Limited Job Beastmaster. A whole bunch of shit. It's called Trail to the Heavens because the next expansion, the story apparently has to do with the heavens, whatever the fuck that means. So we'll see how that goes. You got the teaser site that came out. I want to find the fan festival. What's this? Get ready for a wealth of new content. Okay, let's see. Main scenario quest part 1, new trial Echoes of Vanadil part 3. And then you got new Cosmic Exploration Star, Oxia, new custom deliveries, Dancing Mad Ultimate with Kefka. You got Inconceivably Further, Hildebrand Adventures, Oculid Crescent, North Horn, Weapon Enhancement Quest, Phantom Weapons. And then you got the main scenario quest part 2, and then Beastmaster as well. Apparently, they're adding 2 new classes to the game, 1 range DPS and 1 tank. Here's the trailer for Kefka, if you guys want to see the Kefka trailer. Of course, because Kefka's fucking awesome. Let's watch. Hold on. Let's check it out. Now that's music. Now that's music.
それ以外のものなどカスだカス以下だカス以下のゲソだ全部破壊して死の世界を作るのだ This is meant to be our ultimate encounter! So you're in for it now.
Kefka's such a badass, man. You can never get tired of Kefka. So apparently they're going to be adding Shadowbringers to the Final Fantasy 14 free trial. So now if you download the free trial, you get access to the Shadowbringers expansion. So that's a thing. I'm trying to find the fucking... What's that? Exciting adventures, powerful enemies away. Check out some of the concept artwork of upcoming dungeons arriving in Evercold. Oh, let's see. This doesn't look very cold. Mr. Hardcore Mode says, bro, Hypno, every time I see tank busters, I get white hairs. I'm never going back. Bro, tank busters suck so much. So much. This is a dungeon as well. Looks like a town. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, Final Fantasy always looks cool. You know, it's really hard to fuck up the world building of Final Fantasy, right? It's really hard to fuck up the way that it looks. The problem is the way that it plays in the story. That's the problem for a lot of people. A wide variety of gear, crafting recipes were added to enhance your adventures in Evercold. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be gate kept in the same way they are now. The level cap will be raised to 110 in Evercold. 110. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Evercold will introduce a multitude of additional updates. Tune in now as we go through some of them live. Oh, is this it? Is this it? This is what I want to see. Wait, hold on. Okay, we're getting to it. A brand new job action system is coming to Final Fantasy 14. Reborn mode, evolved mode. We'll be sharing more details in the development panel later today. This has to be it. All right, let's see. Let me bring this up. This is what I was looking for. There's a lot of changes. Hold on. This is 8 hours long. Goddamn motherfuckers. Are you insane? Hold on. Are you insane? I'll watch a little bit of it. I'm not watching all this shit. Hold on. You're insane, bro. Yes, how are you going to fight off the fatigue? Let me see.
ただ、13年、
13
トムストーン集めてると、さすがに飽きると思う。
And again, this is not something that you'd expect me, the director, saying, but I get it. It's been 13 years. That's a lot of Allegan tombstones.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
comforting
You think it's funny, huh? You think it's funny? That's a lot of Allegan tombstones. That's exactly what I've been saying. We've been doing the same gear progression for the last 13 fucking years. It's the same thing every patch, every expansion. You're gonna grind out Allegan tombstones, 400 for the good stuff, whatever the max was for the bad stuff. Like it's the same shit.
doing the same thing.
I'll say this though, to run a video game for 13 years, that's not an easy thing to do. As much as I am giving them shit, that's not an easy thing to do. So good job, Yoshi P, in that regard. But unfortunately, you dropped the ball with Dawn Trail.
Again and again, but
まあ、なので、申請から、黄金まで我々一貫したゲームデザインで変わらない安心感と面白さというのをお届けしてきました。
So from A Realm Reborn through to Dawn Trail, we on the development team have remained consistent with our game design in order to bring players a comfortable and enjoyable gaming experience.
で、ここまでは本当に光の戦士の皆さんのおかげで成長させていただいたんですけど、8.0 はちょっと方向を変えます。
And because of that, we've been able to grow to where we are today. But we're going to go in a different direction for 8.0.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
絶
Finally.
対的な秋から逃
Where are we going?
れるために、より皆さんの生活に寄り添い、さらに面白くなるという変化と進化を作って、この秋に対抗していきたいと思います。
Again, the thing is, with consistency can come that fatigue that we talked about. And so, to escape the inevitable, FF14 must change and evolve, not only bringing more excitement to the game, but also adapting so that it can better meet our changing lives.
So what are you going to
まあ
do?
それを体現していこうというのが、このエバーコールド 8.0 で、それから 8.x シリーズでいろんなものを変え、皆さんにさらなる面白さを提供していきたいと考えています。
And that evolution starts with 8.0 and Evercold. And from here and throughout the 8.x series, it is our aim to take Final Fantasy XIV to the next level and beyond.
まあ我々自身がですね、さらにモチベーションを
This guy's a
高く
fucking celebrity with all
開
those
発していく
rings,
ため
man.
に
Look
も
at that shit.
我々自身が今一度皆さんと一緒に
You got a ring
それ
on
をね
every finger.
探していく探求者になって、歩み続けていきたいと思ってます。
And again, that journey begins with us, the developers on Final Fantasy XIV,
All right, get to it.
to
Come on.
ensure that we can maintain a high level of motivation, allowing us to bring you the best gaming experience possible. We too must become the explorers that were mentioned in the game's.
Can you
Japanese
imagine if they add like a battle pass or something? Can you imagine? They're like, hey, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna make seasonal content every 90 days. Welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV Battle Pass. Oh my god, don't make me vomit.
title, exploring new ways to take Final Fantasy to the next level together.
さあでは実際に見ていきましょ
So
う。では
what sort of
ここ
change-
から具体的にどのようなゲームデザインの進化とか変更とか各種アップデートがあるのか、ご紹介していきます。
what sort of updates, what sort of evolution are we planning when it comes to game design?
非常に多くの内容と仕様を含みますので、今日の本当ファンフェスティバル、それから欧州、日本と3回の基調講演に分けて、それぞれその詳細をお伝えしていこうと思います。
And again, there is a lot to cover. So much that we're going to need all three of our fan fests here in Anaheim, in Berlin, and in Tokyo to cover it all. But today we lay the foundation.
ただし、今日、概要は全部
You're not laying the
一回お
foundation.
話しします。
And that foundation we're going to explain today.
Oh my God. Come on. Let's go. Hurry up.
Yoshi P.
Brother. 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 Brother, what? What is this? Like, what's this season? What's this season 1 thing over here, brother? What's this? Like there, okay, so that's not a battle pass, right? That's not a battle. Okay. So, yes, I know, motherfuckers. A season pass. I'm sorry. Whoa, season pass. Sorry if a little bit of dead air right now. I'm gonna let him explain before I get upset. I'm gonna let him explain. I'm sure it's free. I hope. I'm sure what they're gonna do is they're gonna do season battle passes or whatever every 90 days, because I see a 14-day. Wait, what? It says rewards update in 14 days. Yeah, so season 1 is going to be 8.0 to 8.1. So every patch is going to be a season. Oh my God.
What's this? What's this?
まあ、いきなり登場したこの画面、まずキャラクターウィジェットではありません。
So, what do we have here? I can tell you what it's not, and it's not certainly the old character widget.
こちらのユーザーインターフェース、画面の名前はアドベンチャラーアクティビティという全く新機能の UI となります。
So no, this is our completely new adventure.
All right, so people in the chat are telling me it's really not what you think. Okay, well, listen, hey, I'm giving it a chance. I'm not getting upset. I'm not getting upset. I'm giving it a chance. Okay? Okay. I promise. I'm smiling. Okay?
Activity UI.
まあちょっとね、いろいろざわざわしてるんで、順を追って説明していきますね。
Okay, we know you have a lot of questions. We're going to explain.
Oh,
okay.
I got questions, motherfucker. I got questions. Oh, I got questions. But I'm gonna be quiet. We're good. We're good.
まずは、デイリーからウィークリーへという変更を全体に対して行います。
All right, so first
From
off, we're going
daily
to
to
talk
weekly.
about this switch that we're going to make from a
Okay.
daily-based system to a more weekly-based system.
Okay. Why the fuck are you retards cheering already? He hasn't even explained what he's doing, and you motherfuckers are out here like, yes, 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 no more dailies. Now it's weekly. Yes. Let the man speak. The fuck? You know what that's called? That's called the collapse in order to maintain the access that got you in the chair that you're in right now. That's what that's called. Please clap. You see, he even said it. Did you hear that? He looked at the crowd and he said "cuckshu" because he was calling all them cucks. All right, I'm stop. I'm done. I'm gonna stop.
So the current duty roulette comes with a wide array of daily bonuses attached to these tombstones.
Yes, we know that.
効率的に週450個のトームストーンを貯めるには結局デイリーボーナスを活用することがまあ必要になってきて、
That's a nice
結果的
change.
に一番効率のいいアラガントームストーンの集め方をしようと思うと、まあエキスパン とルーレットをひたすら繰り返すっていう状態が続いてきました。
So efficiently obtaining 450 tomestones a week means making full use of those daily bonuses. In other words,
True.
You hop on the duty roulette extreme.
It was annoying.
Kind of go through the least time-consuming dungeons as possible.
Correct.
Rinse and repeat.
まあやっぱりこれがね、十数年にもわたって続けば、飽きのね、大きな要因となると思います。
And this is mostly how it's been for 10 plus years. So it's hard not to see how some players kind of have begun to grow weary of this.
まあですので、このエバーコールドからは、皆さんの生活サイクルとか、それから可処分時間に寄り添っていくために、デイリーの考えから脱却して、ウィークリーでキャラクターを育てていくというデザインに変更していきます。
So with Evercold, we are looking to change this from a daily to a weekly system to better fit the many different play styles and lifestyles of our users, to help you better allocate your limited free time.
Sounds good.
まあこの
In theory.
アドベンチャラーアクティビティの UI なんですが、これをベースにキャラクターの成長とか、それからギアの管理、コンテンツの攻略、ウィークリーの進捗などを一元管理するのがこの新しい UI だと思ってください。
So this new adventure activity interface that you see here is to help facilitate that change from daily to weekly. The idea is that from this screen here, Warriors of Light will be able to manage their character growth, their gear upgrades, their duty progression, their weekly progress, and more, all from this screen.
ただこちらのデザイン、まだまだすいません。参考となる初期イメージなので、実際に皆さん。
So instead of the battle pass screen, it's the time management screen. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
お手元に届くときにはかなり細かい仕様変更がたくさん入る予定なので、その点だけはご承知おきください。
Okay, but please note again that this is all still very much in development. This is an early mock-up and is extremely likely to change before release.
では具体的にウィークリーってどういうことかというのをちょっとお見せしたいと思います。
All right, so I want to go into a little bit more detail on what we mean by a weekly system.
まあアドベンチャラーアクティビティにああいうミッションというものがあって、まあ皆さんお好きなコンテンツ、お好きなプレイを週いろんなことをやって、アクティビティポイントを貯め、アクティビティレベルを上げ、一定に到達すると装備やギアが報酬がね手に入るというのが主な流れになります。
Got a
So for
mission list?
example, from the screen, players can take stock of all the different duties or missions that are available to play and see how many activity points can be earned by completing each mission. Attaining points will then raise your activity level, and unlocking when your activity level goes up, you unlock all sorts of gear and other exciting rewards.
まあこれもサンプルなのであまり細かく解析するよりもまあ仕様バランスこれから取っていきますんで。
Again, what we have here, this is not fixed in any way. It's probably going to change, but hopefully this will give you an idea of what some of those missions will look like.
So do you have to do all of these to get 3,000 weekly activity points in order to maximize your week? Because I noticed that some of these things have really low points attached to them. I can't really read what they say. Like I saw complete a trial 100 plus, complete a main scenario quest 500. So I guess like at least they're giving you points for doing things that are outside just dungeons. So that's a plus. So I don't know if you have to do all these things. I guess it's just like do whatever you want to do sort of a thing. Like they're going to give you a list of things to do that could give you points, and then you can just do those things to get the points. I don't know if you have to do all of those things. I don't know, man. It's, like in theory, sure, it sounds better, I guess, but it kind of like it overcomplicates it a little bit, because back before, yeah, you had to log in once a day to get to do your duty, like your roulettes, right? You had to log in once a day to do your roulettes. You could do your hard mode dungeon, your raid, your whatever. Like you could do those and then log off, and then the next day just do that again. Now it's like they're breaking it up amongst like 15, 20 different things. Their chores, yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that, yeah. It's interesting.
クエストのコンプリートなんかは1回達成するとそれっきりですけど、他の項目なんかは同じ週の中で繰り返し達成することも可能なので、 お好きなものをチョイスして、いろいろなプレイスタイル、自然に14をプレイしていくと、冒険が進んで報酬が手に入るという考え方にしていきたいと思ってます。
So some missions, like the main scenario quests on top there, can only be completed once for points. But other missions, such as those below, will be repeatable, allowing you to earn points multiple times. Basically, what we want to do is allow all players of all different types, each with their own unique playstyle, to feel that they're being rewarded for playing Final Fantasy XIV as you normally would. For doing what you want to do, you're getting that reward.
So basically, doing what you're doing anyway, they're going to give you the points instead of forcing you to go do a duty roulette. So then what is this going to do for queue times? Like, is there still good? I guess they're going to say it, I'm sure. Like, are they still going to have roulettes? Although it looks like, I guess the queue time should be fine because some of these say complete an instance dungeon, 300 points. So I guess people would be queuing for that anyway. So realistically, complete a trial. It's no different than the fucking duty roulettes. They just added other stuff to the duty roulettes now with the main scenario quests and all that stuff, you know? Synthesize and deliver 5 collectibles, gather and deliver 5 collectibles, participate in a gate. So complete a fate with the highest rating possible. That's how it seems.
それからこれまで13年間皆さんからたくさんのフィードバックをいただいたんですけど、アラガントームストーン450個貯めたら、ちょっと先週の分もちょっと先週450溜まってなかったから先週もやらせてくれよっていうのがよくありました。
Okay, so one thing that we've got a lot of feedback before in these past years is that, say you didn't get all 450 Elegant Tomestones from last week, and you'd really like to have the chance, you know, to get the ones that you missed the week before.
今回からはですね、その週に必要なというか、貯められるウィークリーポイントの上限までいったら、遡って前の週の分も貯め直せるように、要は2週で管理していこうかなと思ってます。
So now we're currently considering adding a feature that allows you to earn any unearned points from 1 week prior, as long as you've earned all your points from this week. So you can go back 1 week.
Interesting.
ですので、週単位でね、プレイを管理して、まあ、毎日ね、少しずつプレイをしてもらってもいいですし、たくさん遊べる日にまとめて、プレイしていただいてもいいというふうに、皆さんの生活サイクルに寄り添うために、こういった仕組みに進化していこうと思います。
So again, by evolving from a daily to a weekly cycle, it will allow you as players more options to choose how you want to play. Do you want to log in a little bit each day? That's fine. Do you want to take off the weekdays and then maybe come in and focus a week's worth of play on Saturday and Sunday? That's okay too. You decide your in-game schedule based on your own real-world schedule without any penalties.
Yo, this man is not entertained. This man is not entertained, bro. Everybody around him is clapping and shit. And this guy's like, yeah, nah, I'm not for this. I'm not for this, Mr. Yoshi P. Oh, man. This guy, too, he's like, oh, no, they're going to take away my elitist status. No. Yo, they're mad, bro. You notice how all the girls are cheering? All the girls are cheering and like 1 or 2 guys. What the fuck is this thing in the back? I don't even know, bro. The girls are cheering, but then the guys, look, the guys are not happy. Look at this. They're not happy. Look at this guy. Look, he's not happy. Not happy. He's happy, but he's retarded. Well, I don't even know what this thing is. You can't see it because I'm blocking it. Okay, never mind. Hey, he's got a fuck this shit face on. That's great.
All right, let's continue on.
次。アイテムレベルの
All right, we're going to watch a little more of this and then we're going to move on, but I'm very curious.
成長ルートというのも今回大きく変更をかけます。
All right, and we have some changes for item level progression as well.
これまでアイテムレベルの成長には
This is really the
大きく分
important
け
part.
て
Here we go.
2
Let's
系統存在してました。
All right, so up until now, there has really only existed 2 consistent means of increasing item level.
まず一つはレイドのサベージをクリアして直接ギアを得ていく方法。
One collecting gear from Savage Raids.
で、もう一つが修正源のアラガントムストーンを貯めて交換していくっていう方法でした。
And 2 being via Tomestone Exchange.
しかしこの場合、やっぱりこう奇数パッチ、まあ例えば 7.1 とか 7.3 というのがどうしても皆さんキャラクター成長のモチベーションにつながりにくくて、プレイするコンテンツっていうのも固定化されてしまったので、これを大きく、見直していくつもりです。
So the problem with this, however, is that it locks players into certain content while creating a content gap every other patch during those odd patches like 0.1s and the 0.3s. And this can end up lowering motivation for some players during that time.
実はあそこによーく見ると、サベージギアっていうメニューあるんだよね。
Oh yeah, Savage Gear, right up there, the top, that tab.
さあ、それがどういったごめんなさい、管理方法になるかは、日本ファンフェスでお話します。
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for details. Sorry.
いや、
What?
これ、何パッチかかけてのこう、どうやってギアが成長していくかっていうダイアグラム作んなきゃいけないんで、仕様が固まってから、完全にフィックスしてからじゃないとお伝えできないので、
Yeah,
詳細は日本でお話しします。
we're still in the process of, getting everything ready and deciding on all of the different features of this. So we want to make sure that we're finished with it before telling you. So that's why it's going to take a little bit more time. So please wait until Tokyo.
さあ、
Bro,
続い
what?
てはこちら。
All right, next up.
こうしたゲームデザインの変更を受けて、自分が今どの時点にいるのか、それからどの程度でアイテムレベルの大幅キャップ解放があるのか、それらを分かりやすくするためにも、まあ他のゲームでも採用されているシーズン制というのを14にも導入する予定です。
All right, so to coincide with these changes, as well as make it easier to discern increases in item level cap and the exact progression of your character, we'll be implementing something that you see a lot in other games, and that is a season system. Season? Like free to play, season pass, extra fees? No.
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 Yeah, no.
What do you mean? What's the season?
いやいや、今講師に言われたけど、そのね、シーズンパスがあってね、皆さんにシーズンパス買ってくださいとか、追加料金あるなとか、これは何 F2P になるのかと、ないです。
Okay, so I know some of you might hear seasons and be like, oh my God, does this mean free to play? Does this mean that we have to buy a season pass? Absolutely not. No.
そういうもののためのシーズン制っていうことじゃないので、ご安心ください、まず。
So yes, please, rest easy. This is not what we mean by season. We're going to explain.
なので
Explain.
皆さんには実はもうおなじみです。単純にパッチ単位っていうものだったのをやっぱ分かりにくいので、新しいプレイヤーにとってみると分かりやすくシーズンっていう呼び方にしようっていうだけです、これは。
And again, this is just to make it easier to understand what we're talking about. When you say patch, sometimes it can be confusing, especially if you have multiple patches as one kind of unit. So we're basically using the word season to make this a lot easier to understand.
まあそもそもこれまでも
That's
偶
probably.
数パッチで
I gotta be honest with you. It's probably a really bad idea. It's probably a really bad idea to use the word season in order to describe what we're looking at, in my opinion.
アイテムレベルの上限が大幅に解放されて、偶数パッチと奇数パッチで1シーズンみたいな、イメージだったと思います。
All right, so Final Fantasy XIV currently already runs on a 2-patch cycle where you have the even patches like the 0.0s, the 0.2s, and the 0.4s, and then you have that patch after it, the subsequent odd patch. And these 2 patches usually coincide with what we're going to call a season.
だからこれまでもこれからもパッチっていうのは変わんないです。ちゃんとアップデートはメジャーアップデートしていきます。ただまあ2パッチに1回を大きな1個のシーズンと呼びますよというものだと思ってください。
So we're not getting rid of patches. We're still going to have patches like we normally do, but these blocks of 2 patches, the even patches and the odd patches, we're going to call these set of 2 patches a season.
なのでまあエバーコールドがリリースされたら 8.0、8.1 合わせて1シーズンみたいなイメージですね。
So again, when Evercold launches, 8.0 and 8.1, the patch that comes after, is going to be our first season in Evercold.
まあちょっと このパッチとパッチのね、スケジュールも若干長くなってるんで、もう短くする努力はできるだけします。もうちょっと具体的に詰まったらまたお話しますけど。
And also, right now, you know, the gap between patches has started to get a little bit bigger in these past few years. Hopefully, we're going to try to get those a little bit closer together in the coming years. But we'll have more on that in a future Fan Festival.
So,
I'm going to say this, man. They are overcomplicating things. I feel like they're overcomplicating things quite a bit. I'm sure there are some good changes in this expansion. I can't watch this all night, unfortunately. But I will be watching this later tonight for sure, if I have some time. If not tonight, tomorrow. But what I will say is that the terminology being used and the way that they're going about things, I understand why they're doing it. I just don't know if that's the way they should go. You know, I already know about the whole thing that you know, you don't have to level alts you don't have to level like alt gear anymore. I know about that. You know, I know some people are very angry about that because a lot of people would spend their time gearing alts. It would be a way for them to keep playing the game if their main character was, you know, up to where it's supposed to be. And you can still do that because, like I said, you can't maximize gear by using the catch-up system for the alts. But even so, people are just they're not liking it. A lot of fat arm girls some people are just not happy, bro. In any case, I don't know. I would have to really look at this, but I'll say this from the cinematic standpoint, it looked pretty cool. The gameplay, we really haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything yet. And the changes, I think that it's an interesting time, right? I feel like this is a really interesting time to be making all these massive changes. I feel like if you were going to do this, you should have did this with Dawn Trail. Right, because Endwalker ended the first saga between Zodiark and Hydaelyn. That was the time that you were supposed to do this. They didn't do it, and then now you didn't do it with Dawn Trail, so now you're doing it after Dawn Trail. Dawn Trail was supposed to be the beginning of the new whatever fucking saga you're supposed to be in right now, the Saga of the Heavens or whatever. Like that. That's when you should have did it. So now you're doing it in 8.0. It's gonna feel like Dawn Trail was the real end to the Hydaelyn Zodiark saga. It just feels weird. It feels weird. I don't know. In any case, as a fun fact, this is also the crowd that tells you you're a piece of shit because you don't believe in their politics or something like that. I'm sure a lot of them are like that. But anyway, so the whole 8-hour video is just fine. Yeah. This is Final Fantasy 14. It's an 8-hour showcase. They got a bunch of shit going through all the different things that they did. I mean, look at this. It's coming to Switch 2. We already know about that. What the fuck is this? Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, they have other stuff too. Yeah, they bring it to Switch too.
はいはいはい、ありがとうございます。
Get a close up of this? Yeah.
で、かなり開発進んでまして、8月にちゃんとリリースできそうな見込みです。
All right, and development is proceeding as planned, and like we said, we plan to have it ready for that test by August.
I'll tell you this, man. Final Fantasy 14 going on the Switch 2, I really think that that's going to force Blizzard's hand to do what they can to try to bring World of Warcraft to consoles. I know this is something that they've been working on actively or trying to, which is why they keep trying to push the whole like, hey, would you like to have controller support for World of Warcraft? Like they keep doing that because they're trying to see if there's a market for it. But if this thing comes to Switch 2, it's going to be on every console. I think you should absolutely start looking into potentially doing that if you really want to continue competing. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll find out more information as time goes on. But I don't know, man. It's just not where I thought it was going to go. I got to be honest with you. When I saw that Battle Pass or Season Pass style graphic, I almost had an aneurysm. I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck that. Jason Alator with a 2. This made me not want to play Final Fantasy 14 for good now. I don't know if I'm there yet. But I feel like I'm getting pretty damn close. I need to learn more. I haven't had time to watch the breakdown. I can't watch this all night. Mr. Hardcore Mode with a 5. Go to work checklist. Get home checklist. Yeah, it sounds about right. Mr. Hardcore Mode with a 5. They explained this like making your first Final Fantasy 14 account. Yeah, I know. Seriously. In terms of Rumble, I don't think we have anything on Rumble. Let me just double check, and then we're gonna get into the other stories that we have. Hold on. No. Okay, we're good. We're caught up. All right, boys, let's get out of this Final Fantasy 14 shit. Let's talk about the Halo story. I want to talk about the Halo story because, man, we didn't get to cover it the other day, and I got to tell you, this shit is fucking hilarious, boys. So let's talk. Let me bring up the article. Hold on. So you guys know Halo Studios? You guys know what happened with Halo? You're going to find out. Don't worry. So apparently Halo Studios, you guys know what they're working on, right? They're working on a bunch of remakes, right? They're working on remaking the first game. And apparently there's rumors that they're working on remaking the other Halo games. But apparently they were working on a secret project. They were working on a Halo project that was apparently a battle royale. Okay, which already it's like, yeah, like who the fuck wants a battle royale, right? Like you're about 10 years late to the fucking game, chasing the trend and all that stuff. Lady Nixteria says, I've not seen a bad reaction to this. I'm sad you don't like what you see. Don't be sad. I didn't say I don't like what I see. I said I'm confused by what I see. That I need to see more before I make up my final mind on it. That's why. So Halo apparently was making a battle royale game, but then they apparently now have abandoned the battle royale, which is already hilarious enough as it is, and they're now taking it and turning it into an extraction shooter. Now, guys, I gotta be honest with you. If there's one thing that I'm sick of more than roguelites, because we all know we've seen a bunch of roguelites nonstop 24/7, it's got to be an extraction shooter, okay? And I got to be real with you, Halo becoming an extraction shooter is fucking pathetic. It really is. Halo was the brand that set the stage for a lot of first-person shooters and a lot of the gameplay, right? Like, Halo set the stage. They used to be the trend center, and now they're the ones following trends. I think that's pretty pathetic, and I also think that this shows exactly where Halo Studios is at. Because this brand new named Halo Studios, remember it used to be called 343 Industries, now it's called Halo Studios. What have we seen from them so far? All we've seen from the new brand new Halo Studios is multiple remakes, so nothing new. And then the one thing that they are doing new is a video game that's chasing trends. It chased one trend and it died before it even got to chase it. Now it's chasing another trend in extraction shooters. I think that's fucking sad. I really do. I think that's really fucking sad. So anyway, after being canceled back in 2022, a new report claims that Halo's long-rumored Battle Royale mode was reworked into an extraction shooter. Following the launch of Halo Infinite in 2021, there were plenty of reports and rumors that a Battle Royale was in the works. This would have released as a standalone PvP title similar to how Call of Duty handles Warzone. If the leaks were to be believed, it was originally supposed to drop in 22, but it never saw the light of day, and former developers have since revealed that it was canceled. However, according to a fresh report, the mode wasn't completely scrapped, but instead it was molded into something new, which was an extraction shooter. In a video from Rebs Gaming, a reliable Halo leaker, he explained that Halo Battle Royale, codenamed Project Tatanka, had its development paused in late 2022 and then evolved into Project Ecker, a PvE extraction shooter being made in Unreal Engine. Of course, it's being made in Unreal Engine. Why am I not surprised? The remakes are being made in Unreal Engine, so of course. The last known update about the game/mode was in summer 2023, but it's not clear at the time of writing how far along it is. I don't know where they're getting this idea. Guys, again, I know that the studios are farming live service video games. I know that. Like, this is what they care about. This is all they want to do. Live service, live service, live service. I get it. But I don't know where this obsession with extraction shooters came from. Escape from Tarkov existed for such a long time, and nobody gave a fuck. From the studio perspective, nobody gave a fuck until Arc Raiders came out. Then all of a sudden, Arc Raiders came out, and it hit some level of mainstream success, similar to, let's say, like Helldivers 2, for example. It hit mainstream success, unbelievable success, and now suddenly everybody and their mother wants to make an extraction shooter. And then you have all these video games that are suddenly changing into extraction shooters. We just covered the other day Fair Games, which was supposed to be a heist game, which, again, is already well beyond the trend of heist games. Heist games haven't been relevant in the longest time. You want to I mean, come on, man. You want to make, why are we doing this? I don't understand. Yes, I know the division. Was kind of like what popularized the idea, but at the end of the day, these studios weren't going crazy until Arc Raiders was massively successful. It's straight up. Like, that's just what it is. Because with the division, you didn't see all these studios making extraction shooters left and right. You didn't see all these studios going crazy trying to make one. Now you see studios pivoting, trying to make one. Why? Because of Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders being as successful as it was, and not only that, having such a low budget. That's really why that game is so successful, is because that game's budget was extremely low. You know, that game's budget was unbelievably low. So because of that, all the money they made was crazy. See, the problem is that when all these other AAA studios try to copy games like Arc Raiders, not only do they do worse, but their budgets are also like 3 times the amount. So it's not even close. Like, you guys are throwing money away, but the reason why they're doing it is because when the idea gets pitched, right? When the idea gets pitched between, hey, we want to make a Halo single player game. Here's our ideas. Here's how we want to do it. Or, hey, we want to make a Halo extraction shooter. Here's our ideas. Here's how we're going to do it. What do you think the studio is going to fund in today's world? What do you think the studio is going to be more likely to say yes to? Guys, it's not even close. They're going to ignore the single player game, and they're going to immediately say yes to the extraction shooter. They actually don't even need to hear about how the extraction shooter is going to be made. They'll just say yes. They'll be like, oh, live service extraction shooter? Fuck yeah, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. Forget that single player shit. Nobody cares, right? This is how these studios think. So, but Halo's not that type of game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about it being that type of game. How do I know that to be true? Because look what happened with PlayStation. PlayStation wanted to turn The Last of Us into a live service game. They're currently trying to turn Spider-Man into a live service game. They wanted to turn God of War into a live service video game. They don't give a fuck. Bro, they're turning Horizon into a live service video game. Horizon Hunter Gatherers. They're turning that game into a fucking live service game. They don't care. They don't care whether an IP was meant to be live service or not meant to be. They don't give a fuck about that, bro. All they care about is, can we do it? And if we can, we should. That's it. And then they're willing to lose as much money as they want to lose in order to make it happen, because they want to, for some reason, overflood the market with live service games. They think that everybody out there. See, again, I want to reiterate. The statistics are heavily skewed when it comes to live service video games. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, with live service video games, everybody talks about the numbers. They talk about how many players are playing those live service games. But what they don't admit is that a lot of those live service video games are free to play. So when they start adding up all the numbers from all these other live service video games, the majority of them are free to play. So naturally, they're going to have a much higher player count. Anytime you have a live service free to play game, it doesn't matter whether the game is good or not. It's going to have at least some level of players to it, much more than a bad paid for video game. That's why when you slap on a price point to these live service video games that are really bad, that should be free to play, they don't ever do well, because that point of entry is a lot easier when the game's free. Hence why High Guard did the numbers that it did, but it died anyway, right? So the point is, the numbers are very skewed, and they know this, right? Like, analysts know this, studios know this, but they utilize the skewed numbers in order to get their way. You know, they utilize the numbers in order to get the funding that they want to make the game that they may or may not even want to make. To be honest with you, a lot of these developers, they don't want to be making live service video games, but they have to, because the studios, they say to. So you got to kind of do what your boss says. But in any case, so the idea of a Halo extraction shooter obviously blows my mind, probably blows your mind, but they don't give a fuck. They don't care. According to one of Reb sources, Certain Affinity, the team co-developing the Battle Royale, has turned its attention to the next full Halo game. So it's possible that it's been absorbed and will instead be a multiplayer mode in this new title. There are very few details about this extraction shooter, how it looks and how it plays, but Reeves did reveal some details about the Battle Royale mode that could carry over. It was apparently said to be based around a training simulation on a UNSC ship to prepare Spartans for Zeta Halo. Oh my God, man. Can you imagine Halo in anything other than what Halo is known for? Like, whatever happened to just, like, Bro, whatever happened to just straight up fucking deathmatch? I miss the days of deathmatch, bro. Like, just give me a nice deathmatch mode and I'm good. Why do we need to have all this fucking grinding, the battle passes, season passes? Obviously, that's a rhetorical question. I know why we have to have it. It's because they're hoping that whales will continue to pay for it. That's really what it is. They're hoping that whales will continue to pay for this shit because that way they could just farm money from these players that are paying for all this shit. That's really what it is. It's so annoying. It's fucking annoying, man. Like, this is why when people are like, hey, why do you still play Counter-Strike? It's because Counter-Strike, it is literally simple, right? Does Counter-Strike have loot boxes and stuff? Absolutely. But guess what? I don't got to participate in any of that shit. I don't got to participate in none of it. In order to get the classic Counter-Strike experience that I know, that I've known for many years, I don't have to participate in any of that shit. But all these other live service video games that are forcing you to do all this grinding and do all this fucking battle pass shit, unlock this, get this, lose this. It's like, bro, just give me classic team deathmatch. I'm good with that. But in any case, I guess this is what new players want. I really don't know. And you know what's sad? I feel like if a Halo extraction shooter came out, I don't know if it would necessarily fail right away. I think it might do like not great, but I don't think it's going to be like a straight up flop. I think people are going to be so desperate to play a new Halo game that they'll give it a shot, only for it to eventually die like everything else, pretty much. So, I don't know, man. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I can't imagine being very excited for this. So, I would guess that there's most likely going to be an announcement that this is probably going to be canceled too. I don't know if that's really going to work. So, you almost say Counter-Strike? Yeah, because I was thinking about how this is such a fucking clown world that we're living in. So I said Counter-Strike at the same time. That's how it goes. All right. Odin Dark with a 2, rebranding equals 0 accountability. Well, they thought that by rebranding to Halo Studios, that's somehow going to give them the clout that they need to make it seem like they totally know what they're still doing. But 343 Industries is nowhere near what they used to be, right? They're going to ride on the coattails of Halo. They're going to be like, hey, from the studio that made Halo. Bro, they're not the studio that made Halo. The people that are there, 99% of them have never even touched a Halo game. And if they did, it's probably one of the more modern Halo games that nobody gives a fuck about. The people who made the original Halo games, most of them are gone. Straight up. They're gone. And the people who took over, I mean, you've seen some of the pictures. It's fucking terrible. So, anyway, it's fine. Let me X out of that story. Let's get to the next one. Guys, really quick. I didn't get to cover this the other day. Let me just talk about this really quick. Gang of the Dragon is a video game that I was looking forward to. I really liked the trailer. I thought it looked really good. Obviously it was a cinematic trailer, no gameplay, so I wanted to see more, but unfortunately it looks like we're not going to get there. Gang of the Dragon, as we are aware, the studio Nagoshi Studios had all their funding completely pulled by NetEase. Just completely pulled. If you don't know what Gang of the Dragon is, you probably remember this guy's face. The funding got completely pulled by NetEase, and we heard about this about, I think it was like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And we weren't sure like what's happening. Like we weren't sure, like, is the game continuing? Because they didn't say anything. All they said was that they're trying to find a new publisher, whatever the case would be, or new funding. They're trying to find a new source. Anyway, so come to find out that apparently Nagoshi Studios has deleted their entire YouTube channel, unfortunately. So that's not good, right? It's a bad sign. If they deleted their entire YouTube channel, I think it's fair to say that we're probably not going to see this game, which is really fucking unfortunate because I was really interested in this game. It looked really good. I was looking forward to it, but it looks like it's not going to happen, unfortunately. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get, or they could get somebody to fund the game, but it's not looking good. So I just wanted to bring that news to you. Are you playing Pragmata tonight? No. I think I have one more stream left to do with Mouse PI for Hire, and then I'll finally beat that game and we'll be done. Let's talk about fair games. Shit, did I X out the wrong tab? Fuck. I X out the wrong tab. Sorry, guys. Here we go. All right, let's talk about fair games. So speaking of live service slop, let's talk about fair games. So you guys know I did a video on fair games the other day, okay? And how fair games was going to be essentially changed from a heist video game to a extraction shooter. Same exact situation for the most part, or similar to the Halo story, where Halo was going from a battle royale to extraction shooter, and fair games is going from a heist game to an extraction shooter. It's actually kind of pathetic. I can't imagine being these studios that everybody knows you're making one thing and then you suddenly pivot to make the other thing because it's popular now. But by the time you come out with it, it's not going to be popular. It's already waning in popularity now, and you're going to come out with it a couple of years from now, bro. You're going to get fucking wrecked. Anyway, so apparently Fair Games is going to be an extraction shooter, and they just tested that build. Okay. They just had an internal test in Haven Studios, according to Tom Henderson. And the live service heist shooter Fair Games is still struggling to apparently find the fun factor during the latest pre-alpha playtest. The tested game mode was Cargo Heist, which is an extraction-based experience. Oh, so changing it to an extraction shooter didn't make the game more fun? Wow. Color me shocked. It's almost as if chasing all these trends doesn't automatically mean that you're going to be A-okay when you release your game. Perhaps you should focus on making your game more fun instead of focusing on trying to make the game into whatever's popular right now. Perhaps you could go a lot further with your game if you were to do something like that. But again, we all know how this is going to go, right? This is going to be, what is this, Concord 50 at this point? Respawns are enabled, keeping the pace faster and less punishing than pure survival-style shooters. Feedback from the private test was mostly negative. Many participants dropped out after just a few matches, describing the build as incomplete or simply not engaging enough. We now have Concord 5. Well, like I said, guys, I have gameplay footage from Fair Games. I'm one of the only YouTubers that actually has it. Check it out. It looks a little buggy. It definitely looks a little buggy. I don't think it's a complete build, but they could work. they could work on it. I'm starting to lose track, man. I'm starting to lose track at all these Concords. I don't know what any of them are anymore, to be honest with you. Concord 5, Concord 6. I have no idea. It's amazing that Concord is now its own fucking genre. It's honestly amazing. Why did a face grow out of the back of her head? I don't know, man, because it's AI, bro. It's AI. I don't know. LOL Concord has been a hit. It just keeps getting sequels, bro. I really don't know if this game is ever going to come out. I am fairly confident. I'm fairly confident that I think I can say this game is going to be canceled. I'm fairly confident. I don't know why they're trying so hard to release this game. You know, considering PlayStation has canceled so many fucking video games, especially live service video games that either never came out or did come out and got canceled. I don't know why they want this game so bad. It's like, bro, since the release of the trailer, all we've ever gotten was the trailer. Even the woman who founded the studio left the studio. There's people leaving the studio that's behind this game left and right. Even they don't want to finish it. So why do you want to finish this so bad? God damn, man. I wish I could convince Sony to just give me the money they love wasting. I feel like I could do so much more with it. The amount of money this fucking company wastes on live service video games like this blows my mind every day. But they continue to do it. And they do it with zero problems. They don't care. They're like, yeah, absolutely. Fuck it. Just let it go. You want $100 million? Sure. You want $300 million? Yeah, sure. Is it live service? Shit. I'll fund it right now. It's insane, man. So anyway, the private test clearly shows that switching to an extraction shooter style just wasn't enough to try to bring something with this game. They're just going to have to go back to the basics, man. Focus on making a fun game. Focus on a fun gameplay loop. Or I'm about to say something really controversial, okay? Or maybe you guys try to come up with something people haven't seen before. Or maybe you could pull the Crimson Desert. strategy and combine the good things of multiple different video games and turn it into your own, like, turn it into your own thing, maybe you could do that. Who am I kidding? Just copy whatever's popular. Fuck it. Who cares? It's crazy, bro. But in any case, that's what's happening with Fair Games right now. I really don't expect very much from this particular game, but that's not saying much considering what it is. So I look forward to the announcement of this game's cancellation. That would require effort. You're right, Yamato. You're right. That would require effort. Kratos with a 5 says it's a little buggy, but it's still good. It's still good. True. What did Todd Howard say? Oh, it just works. Yes, Todd Howard says it just works. It just works. 16 times the detail. It just works. Trust us. All right, boys. Let me go. Let me see something really quick. Let me check Rumble really quick. I got one more fast topic I want to cover, and then we're going to do the Waifu Battle. Try to get tier 1 and tier 2. We're not even anywhere close right now. And then let's get into the rest of the evening, boys. I know you guys got places to be, man. Nobody wants to be here hanging out with me today. We got Torinol with a 2 says calling it now. When Assassin's Creed Black Flag outsells the hit game Assassin's Creed Shadows, we'll get a Halo sailing piracy game. Oh, brother, no, stop. Oh man, you know what? It's so funny. You reminded me. Windrose, I feel like is going to spawn a ungodly amount of pirate copies. I really do. I think that Windrose being as successful as it is going to spawn a bunch of shitty fucking pirate copy games. I really do. And that's the unfortunate thing about game development, right? Anytime you have a hit like Windrose, suddenly everybody who doesn't have any creativity, they look at that and their fucking light bulbs go off. Their light bulbs go off and they're like, oh, so is that popular now? Quick, let's make a pirate game, and they don't realize why it's popular in the first place. This is the problem with these people. They're too busy copying this. They're copying the game, but copying the game doesn't mean they're copying the success. The success came from a multitude of different factors, but they ignore all of that. And they're like, it's got to be the pirate thing. It's got to be. Yeah, exactly. Just what happened with Schedule 1. They do it all the time, man. All the time. David Vez with a 5. Someone smart at Sony is speedrunning showing that Western devs are ass. So Japan can get back to making games. I hope that's true. But as you saw with the Final Fantasy 14 presentation, the guy who was speaking for Yoshi P, you know who that is, right? I don't know his name, but I know he's one of the heads of their localization team. He's one of the people that work side by side with the Japanese developers, and he's probably part of the team that constantly tells the Japanese devs, hey, yeah, this is what you need to release your game in the West. You need that body type A and B, bruh. You need that. You need that shit. Put that in there, So his name is Koji Fox. Corey Fox? Koji Fox? Which is it? Corey or Koji? Is he part of localization? Or is he just a translator that works in Japan? Who is he? Koji Fox? Let's look it up. Let's see if he's localization. Koji Fox, Final Fantasy 14. Let's see. Koji Fox, also American video game localizer, translator, and lyricist. Well, there you go. He is best known for his localization work on Final Fantasy 14, as expected. As expected. As expected. Oh, man. Makes sense. Makes sense. He's been there for a while, from what I could see. He's been there for, he's worked on, I think it says Final Fantasy 16 as well. He did localization work on Final Fantasy 14 and 16. And he was a role as lead singer for some sort of fucking band. Lead singer for the Primals, the official Final Fantasy 14 rock band. He joined Square Enix in 2003 to work on Final Fantasy 11. Oh, wow. Good for him. Hopefully he hasn't been co-opted by the rest of the localization team. Because he... Again, you can have these people that have been with the company for a long time, but as we've seen many, many, many times, people that have been with the company for a long time, what ends up happening is they don't have the same fight that they had when they first joined the company. So when new psychopaths join the company, they're just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll say whatever. The best example I have of that is Chris Metzen. Chris Metzen is the best example of that. Chris Metzen completely lost his fucking balls over at Blizzard to the point where he's like, you know, I wish we never named it World of Warcraft because Warcraft can sound intimidating. Warcraft can sound intimidating. Yes. That is a fucking shame. So anyway, it's fine. Ron DFK with 199. Cutthroat Island is an underrated pirate movie. Is it? Is it? But also keep in mind, we don't have confirmation that Chris Metzen actually said that. That's just what the lady said that Chris Metzen said. Now, if I was Chris Metzen, I would deny that shit immediately if it's not true. Just to be fair, right? Because I'll tell you right now, if some fucking woman who I work with said that I said something I didn't say, I'm gonna come right out and say I didn't say that shit. I don't know what the fuck she got that from. But the fact that he hasn't said anything, that means that he either can't or he won't, and both are bad. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's go. Rumble, Toronto with a 2. They don't copy the successful games. They copy what they understand the games to be. Their understanding is flawed. Their cause doomed to failure. Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. 100%. Just like IGN COD 4 was too realistic. I think it was COD 4. Maybe. He's doing anything to save his job. I mean, the guy's pretty fucking wealthy. I don't really think he has to go that crazy. Holly's the one running the show. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So she's just gonna like felt him, I guess. Well, I don't know, I suppose. Can't wait for the Horizon Zero Dawn pirate game you know is coming. The Hunter Gatherers? Or are you talking about something totally different? It probably will happen. Horizon Zero Dawn, the pirate game. Oh man. Now you too could be Aloy on the seas, the open seas. Zalosi with a dollar. Koji is still based and was head localizer, but was replaced by Kate Swinar, who did all the damage with Endwalker and Dawntrail. Oh, I remember that name. Kate Swinar. That was the one who didn't she end up getting supposedly fired because of the Charlie Kirk stuff? Is that the same person? Zalosi? I think it is. Mrs. Spanglish, 20 months. What's a rookie's favorite exercise? Running from responsibilities. Greeting from the academy. Why did the man miss the funeral? It wasn't mourning. Thank you, Mr. Spanglish. I appreciate that. Concordia, a world filled with felted Concord games. The Concordian timeline, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go over American McGee really quick. Let's cover this situation. So, if you guys have never played Alice Madness Returns, I highly implore that you do at some point in your life. The game is fantastic. Okay, it's one of the best games, just from an aesthetic standpoint, storytelling standpoint. The combat's pretty fun for the time. The exploration's pretty fun. The world building's pretty fun. It is a pretty dark version of Alice in Wonderland. Extremely dark. You kind of find that out pretty quickly when you start playing through the game and realizing what's going on with Alice and what this really means when you go to Wonderland and all that stuff. Pretty good game. But he ended up making a very interesting post that I saw over on X that I wanted to bring to you. So he's describing what it was like to make Alice Madness Returns and the influence that EA marketing was trying to have on the game, but wasn't able to have on the game because of the contract that they actually had that stipulated that he had full creative control as long as they continued to meet deadlines. They were able to release the game at the time that they were supposed to release it. As long as they kept to that, nobody could tell them shit. Not even EA, nobody, right? So let's talk about what was actually attempted here, because I find it to be very interesting. So he says, it would be fair to say that there was a fairly big disconnect between the game I wanted to make and the game EA marketing wanted me to make when we were developing Madness Returns. The marketing team felt strongly that a hard M title focused on gore, horror, and featuring a psychotic Alice was what audiences would respond to best. I did not want to portray Alice as a psycho, cover her in blood, or make things more sexy. Yes, that was a request, brother. They wanted to make Alice more sexy, bro. This is like the graphic style. First off, the graphic style it's very difficult to make something sexy in that graphic style. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. But anyway, still, I mean, we're talking about little girl Alice. That's a little bit weird. Anyway, so that was the request. Famously, I pasted dildos on the head of a giant snail in response to the sexy request and emailed that to the marketing team. They stopped making those requests after that. That I was able to say no to any of this was a function of the finance deal that underpinned the project. It wasn't EA that funded the project. It was actually a bank in Los Angeles. And the deal was structured as a film production deal, and how those are structured via something called bond financing. This meant that as long as we stayed on schedule and budget, we maintained complete autonomy in relation to the design, story, and production. We had to stick to the original design and script that we submitted after the end of pre-production. And we did. For the entire project, we never missed a milestone. And as a result, we could say no to any and all requests or demands from EA completely, which, again, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? This setup was fantastic until it wasn't. When we got to the end of the project, I knew we needed another 30 to 60 days for polishing. The game felt overly long in some places. Editing was needed. EA, out of spite, most likely, said no, which was fair play. So he actually told them to fuck off the entire time. But then towards the end, he needed about 2 more months to polish the game. And that's obviously going to make him miss the deadline. So EA said, no, fuck you. You've been saying no to us the entire time. We're going to say no to you, and we're going to release the fucking game. Ironically, it ended up working out in the end, but still, I think that's pretty funny. And so we delivered the game precisely on budget and schedule without interference or interface from EA, but also without the ability to request and receive a final month or 2 of editing. We made history in relation to all of this. Madness Returns wasn't just the first AAA game fully developed by a Chinese team. It was also the first ever game to be bond financed in China. We were also the first team ever to tell EA to go fuck yourself and kind of get away with it. So I find this to be so interesting because, again, Alice Madness Returns, such a great game. I mean, I cannot, you guys know I've recommended this game many, many, many times over the course of doing live streams. Every time it gets brought up, I'm like, you got to play the game. Like, you have to play this game. This game is absolutely insane. You have no idea how dark it could get. It is that good of a video game. So if you have not played Alice Madness Returns, I highly implore you to check it out. I think it might even be on sale. I'm pretty sure recently. I think it went on sale because EA's having a super sale or something like that. Let me check Steam right now. I'm almost positive it is. Let's see. Alice. Yeah, it's literally $1.99 right now. It's $1.99 on Steam. So legendary game for the price. Highly recommend. And I just thought that this was a hilarious fucking story. And it goes to show how sometimes things just end up working out in the end. Even though, you know, behind the scenes, it may not be all kosher and all good and stuff, you know? So pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Is the first game on sale? Let me see. Did I accidentally look at the first game? Let me see. No, Alice Madness Returns, $1.99. That's all I see right now. Let me see. Yeah, Alice Madness Returns is $1.99. So check out that game in your free time. All right, guys. We got to do the waifu battle. Let's have some fun. Let's catch up. Hopefully we can get through tiers. I understand everybody's hanging out on Friday right now. So trying to do our best. Hope all of you guys had a fantastic time today in the stream. We're going to be... I don't know if I'm going to do a gaming stream today, man. I haven't. It's just I'm so behind on time. It's unbelievable. I'm fucking struggling here. I really want to play Mouse PI for Hire and finish the game tonight, but it's either that. If I do that, then there's no video tomorrow. If I film a video tonight and edit it, then there's no stream tonight. So, I don't know. We'll see. Dark Exile Rumble says, it's Saturday. You fuckers are living in the past. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. All right, well, we'll do the waifu battle. We'll figure out the rest from there. Thank you guys so much. If you're not going to hang out for the waifu battle, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for SNH. Don't miss it. Saturday Night Hypnosis, 8 p.m. Eastern. Panel stream. Do not miss it. Let's go. Okay. So StreamYard's had a little bit of a fart. I don't know what happened there. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? StreamYard's had a bit of a fart where it completely I don't know what happened. It just lost all signal for camera and microphone. I don't know what happened. It's fucking weird, bro. I don't know. The Waifu Battle, man. If you guys forgot who the Waifu Battle champion is, well, you shouldn't have, ladies and gentlemen, because the Waifu Battle champion is none other than, obviously, Psylocke, ladies and gentlemen. Did you forget? I know we've been doing the One Piece Waifu Battle tournament, but we're not doing it on Fridays. We're just doing it the rest on Sunday through Thursday. So we got Psylocke as the Waifu Battle champion. Before we bring out the challenger, let's go over rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the Waifu Battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. Goddamn, Deadeye's Lock already with a 2 on Rumble. Jesus Christ, for Psylocke. He's not even waiting. Oh my God. Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Deadeye's Lock, thank you. All super chats can count, but the only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, and it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Psylocke, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We don't understand the rules, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. Listen, I'm bringing back a waifu who has been in the Waifu Battle, I think, like twice, give or take. Some people love her. Some people don't like her. But ultimately, she is a fantastic waifu. And hopefully she can help us get our tiers. Otherwise, we're going to say goodbye to them tonight, which is fine. It is what it is. Let's bring her out and let's see if she can take down Psylocke. All right, boys. It's not. Why do people say Eve? Yamato, it's not going to be Eve. I keep saying it all the time. It's not Eve. The challenger is going to go up against Psylocke. It's going to be none other than the one and the only heavily blessed Midnight from My Hero Academia, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Rumble's going crazy. Rumble is going crazy already. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. We just got Great Ape for a 2 for Psylocke. He says not nulling this one, Hypno. Thank you. Draconic with a 5 for Midnight over on Rumble. Thank you, Draconic. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Deadeye's Lock with a 5 for Psylocke. Thank you. Hold on. I got to put the names on the bottom. Hold on. I got to put the names on the bottom. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. It's literally how it sounds, but I'll put it there. Hold on. There we go. Champion, Psylocke, challenger, Midnight. Let's go. Mark says Pepsi. Why am I not surprised? Ali Kusanagi with a 5 for Psylocke. Let's go. Let's go. We got Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Midnight got My Sun Rising. I'm sure that's what it is. Draconic with another 5 over on Rumble for Midnight. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Avatar leaker has been sent to jail. Who didn't see that coming? Damn. Sucks for them. I'm surprised these leakers get away with this shit for so much. But like I've been saying, I feel like a lot of them are leakers on the inside. You know? Like the company knows who they are or works with them or whatever, you know? That's what I feel. Midnight's rack looks lopsided. It's because one of her arms are up. It's physics. That's why. That's why. Yeah, exactly. Controlled leaks. Exactly. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Sonia Dietrich voted twice. It was not a duplicate. He voted twice. Guys, make sure on Rumble, if you vote multiple times, please ensure that you let people know. That way, you know. We got Denarier with a 10 over on Rumble. Midnight still gay, though. He essentially confirmed that BioWare's decline began after EA's acquisition. It's a shame that DA2 suffered so much due to EA's mismanagement. God, I hate EA. Whatever happened to the days, it was so much simpler. Whatever happened to the days where EA was the most hated company in gaming? Whatever happened to that? Remember how they were like the most notoriously hated company in gaming? They were voted worst company in gaming like three years in a row. Whatever happened to those days? Toxin with a 199 says Midnight Plus Ultra Bricked. Thank you, Toxin. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate that. There's so much competition right now. I know. It's like there's so many bad companies out there now. It's like EA, you're losing, man. You used to be the #1 hated company in the world. You were beating out fucking Wall Street, bro. You were beating out Wall Street. You were voted worst company in America. Like 2 or 3 years in a row. It's crazy, man. Whatever happened to those days? Those were much, much simpler days. But not anymore. Not anymore. EA got beat by Ubisoft. Well, I mean, to be fair, I do think that Ubisoft is probably worse. I do think Ubisoft is worse now, which is crazy. I think Ubisoft is worse even on the microtransaction level. I really do. Because with EA, they put all those microtransactions in their multiplayer fucking sports shits and everything like that. Ubisoft, bro, they're putting microtransactions in everything. Single player, multiplayer, dead games, it doesn't matter. They put it in everything, boy. It's crazy. All right, listen, man, we got to bring out Psylocke. Psylocke, can you help us? Psylocke, is it possible that you can help us? I don't know. Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to win? The My Hero Academia fans or the Psylocke fans? Who is going to win, man? Who is going to win? Ubisoft, Microsoft, Blizzard, so many to choose from. I know. Sonia says we're still $85 from tier 1. Yeah, we're cooked today, boys. That's it. This is the day. This is the day. I'm calling it right now. Why did I cut her thighs off? I didn't cut her thighs off. That's how the picture is. Thank you, that. Raza, 20 over on Rumble for Midnight, and she said for reason. I like that. Raza, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Fucking legend. Thank you for that. And then we got Ron DFK with a 2-banger for Midnight. She's marvelous. I see what you did there. Right now, Midnight is in the lead. I think Midnight is actually in the lead, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Wow, look at Kata. Kata's in here saying, don't let his streak end. It is what it is, man. Listen, we got to 600. Where we at? 639 tier 1s in a row. 315 tier 2s in a row. That's a legendary streak on YouTube. It's going to be very hard. I think the only person that's going to beat that is probably going to be Camelot because he never loses his streak. His chat always makes sure he hits his naked snake shit. But we're ahead of him, but he will catch up and he'll pass us again. Just like he does in NASCAR. Raza says she has her reasons. Oh no. Is she gooning? Is she gooning to Midnight? Is that what she's doing? Let me find out, man. She's gooning to Midnight. God damn, Toxin with a 49.99 mega banger for Midnight. Holy shit, man. Midnight is killing it, bro. Midnight is absolutely killing it right now. Toxin. Holy shit. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. That got us very close to tier 1. Very, very close. But even so, that's crazy. $49.99 for Midnight. Glorious. Glorious. Thank you, Toxin. I appreciate that, my man. Jesus Christ. The counter by a penny. The counter by a penny. He said, hold up, I'm going to counter this and I'm going to add one more penny. BioT Wolf with a $50 mega banger for Psylocke. And he says, did not care, just bricked one. And for Chaos. I respect it. I respect the Chaos, man. The counter and the additional penny was so petty. Thank you, BioT Wolf. I appreciate that. And on that note, we managed to actually save tier 1. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. We managed to save tier 1. That's crazy. We got it late, but we still got it, Sonia. Absolutely. At 11:13 p.m. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you, Toxin. And thank you, BioT Wolf. This is a very interesting battle right now, but Midnight is still in the lead. But it's anybody's game still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag. And that is it.
Waifu Battle Belt is mine!
The last super chats that are going to count all came in on Rumble. We got Dead Eyes Lock with a 2 for Psylocke. Thank you, my man. We got Denarier for a 20 for Midnight. And he says, I'm not letting Fury win that easy. And then we got Great Ape for a 2 for Psylocke. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, Sonia, let's count it up. In the meantime, feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. I think Midnight might have got this, which I feel like is going to be a little bit of an upset. I didn't think that's how it was going to go. But, I mean, I know some people do like Midnight, so I get that. I totally get that. But that would be hilarious, man. Old Man Cat says, how much to tier 2? Bro, we are far. We are far, brother. We're like 180 or something like that. We are far, my man. We are far. I'm going to put the belt on Midnight because I'm pretty sure she won. Pretty sure, but we're going to wait for Sonia to give us the numbers. And then we shall go from there. Feed the ducks. Let's go. Dark to Dave says no cat girl ears tonight. No cat girl ears, man. No cat girl ears, my man. Whoa! BioT Wolf. BioT Wolf.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. BioT Wolf with the $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger says, you know what? Just to help the tier 2. Now give me elves. I can't even, like, brother. By all means, sir. But first I gotta Rickroll you.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Thank you, BioT Wolf. You absolute fucking legend, man. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea, BioT Wolf. Thank you for the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. This man's pure chaos. He didn't even put it towards Psylocke. He said, I don't care. Fuck it. Holy fuck, man. Thank you. All right, we got numbers in, but first off, Panther dropped $30. And he says tier 2. Is that actually tier 2? Is that actually tier 2? Oh shit, Sonya spam is Sonya spamming the yeah, I think she is. No way. No fucking way. No fucking way. Shout out to Panthra, BioT Wolf, Toxin, everybody, man. Panther dropping the $30 banger at the very end, saving tier 2 with everybody else. Jesus. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Thank you. I did not expect that. I'm so fucking serious. I did not expect that. I already knew tonight was going to be a slow night because I'm covering Final Fantasy 14 majority. So most people didn't want to watch that, but I don't care because I want to talk about the game. And not only that, obviously tonight is the return of Kino Casino. So everybody's just getting their drama filled. They're just like, oh, the quarter, just loving it right now. Love it. I can't blame them. It's entertaining as fuck. All right, boys. Panther, thank you again for the 30. I appreciate that. Sonia says that the numbers are as follows. We got Psylocke at $66.57 against Midnight at $115.98, which means that the winner, and ironically the new Waifu Battle champion, is none other than the one and the only Midnight, which I really did not see happening. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't see that happening. Holy shit, boys. That's crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go. I don't think anybody's coping and seething. Maybe a little bit. But not much.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Midnight's going to go backstage, where she will defend her belt next Friday on Hypnocast. Standard Waifu Battle will apply. But guys, just a reminder, on this Sunday, let me bring it up on screen. I have it. So here's where we stand. All right. With the One Piece Waifu Battle tournament, everybody knows that the first bracket on the left side was already done. We got Yamato pinned up against Nico Robin, and we got Raiju Vinsmoke against Perota. Two crazy battles that are going to happen there. We had Nami defeat Makino, so Nami moved on. And then on Sunday, we're going to have Ulti versus Charlotte Pudding. And then we're going to have Hina versus Koala, and then Uta versus Nefertari VV. So we got quite a bit of One Piece waifu battles to actually do next week. And then I think on Thursday we'll begin the second bracket. We'll begin the second bracket and see how that goes and kind of go from there. So we're definitely moving along, man. Great Ape says did the strike fall off yet? Nope, not yet. 4 more days, my man. 4 more days. So we got a lot that's happening, man. Join us. Make sure you guys do not miss it on Sunday. I would greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the insane support. We're not going to raid over to a Griffcast stream because I haven't decided if I'm going to stream or not. I guess we'll see. We'll find out. I usually, Fridays I try to take it easy because I'm super busy on Saturdays. That's the problem. But I don't know. I really want to finish Mouse BI for Hire. There's not enough time in the day. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope all of you that hung out with me tonight had a lot of fun in the stream. Thank you, everybody, for the likes, the comments, the super chats, everything. Getting us to tier 1 and tier 2. Mind blown. Even at our lowest, mind blown. That's amazing. I appreciate you guys sincerely. Keeping the streak alive. That got us to 640 tier 1s and 316 tier 2s. Crazy. You guys are crazy, man. Thank you guys so much. If I don't see you guys tonight on the gaming stream, then please go have fun doing whatever you're going to do tonight. And thank you, Sonia, for counting and doing a great job. And I'll see every single one of you on the next one until... What the fuck? Why are you giving me money? Sonia with a $20 banker says, congrats on the 3-year anniversary of the Waifu Battle. Who would think it all started with Eve and Jury? Oh, that's right. That's right. That was yesterday, right? It was yesterday or the day before that? Right? Wasn't it? It was yesterday or the day before that, I believe. Yeah, we officially, yesterday, I forgot to mention that today. Yesterday, we hit 3 years of Waifu Battles. 3 years, guys. 3 years. That's crazy. 3 years of Waifu Battles, boys. Unbelievable. We set the stage on YouTube for a lot to be inspired by the Waifu Battle. So that's awesome, man. 3 fucking years, man. Shout out to you guys. 3 years of waifus battling it out, man. And we just now started tournaments. so it's all good. Waifu Battle is a deal now. Yeah, sincerely, right? Sonia, thank you for the 20. I appreciate that. You didn't have to super chat for that, but I appreciate it regardless. Thank you very much. Great job tonight. And I'll see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, you guys already know, man. Go be bigots. Oh, I got to put my outro because I had to reset StreamYards. Go be bigots and go be gooners. Especially gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her Lady Jack. Fuck Baby Jack, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay.
Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! of the black man. I bring light. I bring light. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.